All right, guys, welcome back. It's a beautiful October morning. It is a little bit later in the afternoon, but hey, who gives a crap? We're going to get an early start today. Got about $50,000 in the bank. Nothing too big. Got done buying a combine the other day, and I just got done checking some corn, making sure that the moisture was good, make sure we got no cap, no stop, or I stopped, and make sure everything's looking good. Crops are looking amazing, guys. Let me tell you what, corn is coming up good. Truck's running great as always, and we also got some alfalfa and some other things that we got to get cut, get some grass in, make sure we got enough hay for the cattle, as well as alfalfa bales, so we can go through, get some good TMR mixed up. Guys should be back at the farm. We're going to go ahead and get our combine all checked up, make sure our concaves, everything's all good, separator is A-okay. Let's get after it.
Well, look who's late.
As always,
as usual.
Yeah. I know. Don't worry about it. Good to see all you guys' bright shining faces.
Man's gonna be late to his own funeral one of these days.
Of course.
Yeah.
That's the whole point, is being late to your own funeral. You don't want to be there on time.
Well, you're true. I mean, yeah. I mean, you are dead after all, so.
Hey,
you have all the reasoning not to be there on time.
You missed the last harvest that we did. We went through and got a whole bunch of wheat gone out of here and got some bales and a whole bunch of other stuff. Yeah, it's good thing y'all showed up, you know. I'm ready to get things going, get the ball rolling.
Yeah, it's time for corn harvest.
Don't we still have soybeans left to do, though?
They're still a little wet.
Did it rain while we were gone?
There was actually a huge storm that happened the other day.
I mean, it's been, what, a couple of days since we last
those
harvested
fields are down there
other
in the
fields.
bottoms, so...
I mean, yeah, but...
Listen, corn harvest is a little bit more fast-paced than soybean harvest, so it's going to be a little bit change of pace, so we're actually able to, like, get a lot of stuff done. Like, we'll be running 2 combines, we'll be able to get a lot of grain moved in. We are going to have to... we are going to have to move the grain bin over there, because I just noticed that we still have it set up for... Or is that... Did we move it?
No, I already moved it.
Oh.
Yeah, AF must move out this morning because it was over there on the other bin.
Okay, so yeah, we already got that moved, so we don't got nothing to worry about. All we got to do is just dump into the gravity wagon right there with the International on it, and then we should be good.
Yeah.
For sure.
Everything should be already hooked up and set.
Did you, so Mr. John Deere guy, did you ever get a hold of that John Deere and have him come out and give us some soil samples and test everything and this new thing that came out so we could make sure we maximize our yield come next year?
Yep, I had them test all of our fields already, so...
Do we have good soil or bad soil?
Oh, it's good.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, I was going to say, we all have, like, should be linked to our phones.
Actually, okay, yeah, let me see if I can get that pulled up, and I'm going to check out our fields and see what our soil types are.
We have pretty decent fields is what it looks like. I mean, we got a lot of silty clay, but other than that, I mean, yeah, we do have some sand. 16
is definitely our worst field.
Yeah, it has a has a lot of silty clay in it.
Yeah, that's gonna be a lot of bad stuff. And loamy sand, is what it is. I mean, for the most part, I feel like we got some pretty good fields. Field 20, just all loam.
Yeah, that's a really good field. That's our alfalfa field.
Okay, that's not too terrible. And then 42 is like all silty clay. It's not bad, I guess. They got worse soil types, I guess.
Field 30 is pretty good. You know, it's pretty much mainly sandy loam and loamy sand.
Well, then all we got to do is just make sure we cater to those soil types.
If you guys go to the next 2 tabs, you can see our pH and nitrogen levels.
Wow. But, I mean, after all, those are the fields that we harvested already, too. So, I mean...
Yeah, those fields will just have to get some fertilizer on them once we harvest.
Yep.
But, dude, 16 does not look the best fertilizer-wise.
No, definitely not. So who's running what tonight, boys? Well, today. I can't really say tonight, but today.
I'll run the gleaner.
You gonna run the pheasant feeder, as you guys call it?
Yep.
If you want, we can swap out between, because we're doing rest of field, or how much of field 16 we got left with corn? Or is there anything left in it?
Field 16, we're doing the rest of that.
Okay.
So corn,
the rest of, we can run that, and then we move on to another soybean field. We can swap out coal. It don't be that big of a deal. I'll bounce in between cart and combine. It doesn't matter to me.
It just really doesn't matter to me. I just figured, we can go and get a game plan going here to see what we need to do. I mean, other than harvesting corn, obviously.
Well, my combine's all set up. Everything's all good on that one. I don't know if I've got everything done up on the gleaner, getting everything all swapped over from beans to corn on there. But I got the combine all swapped over. Everything's all the concaves are switched, everything like that. So we should be good.
Yep, the gleaner's all set. So
you switch out the concaves.
Yep.
All right, gotta make sure you
still probably spit out a bunch of grain.
Gotta make sure you switch out them concaves. They actually now they got better concaves made up for those. Some engineer, some guy with a higher intelligence than probably anybody here made up new concaves. Actually help save a lot of the yield, so that way it ain't throwing trash out the back or too much anyway.
Really?
Yeah, you didn't know that? Surprised you didn't invest in something like that.
If I was going to invest in something like that, I would get a deer.
Of course.
All right.
The company that's going out of that deciding to close down and go out of the United States. There you go.
Well, I suppose,
you know, boys, man.
Get everything all fired up. We'll get heading into the field, before we burn too much daylight. You know.
It's only noon. The day's still young, boys.
Still.
All right, so we upgraded everything to 12-row heads, and, well, let's just say that squeaking in by all this stuff here on the farm is definitely a bit of a tight squeeze, but hey, as long as we make it through here without wrecking anything up, we should be good. AF is already getting himself into the field. We're gonna have Cole sitting over here in the grain cart waiting. Should hopefully get a decent yield with all this corn. Hopefully we'll get everything all fired up here. Get placed down, hopefully. I don't know if he's gonna, looks like he wants to throw out a swath out the back, so it looks like we might be doing some corn stalk bales, so we'll have to see what we do for that. I'm spreading. I gotta switch my stuff up. Hold on. Hey, you got your ears on up in that gleaner, AF?
Yep, I've got my ears on.
All right, hey, so my new yield monitor that we got from Deere showing about 7.3 tons an acre. I think I don't know what that 90% is. I think that's the yield coming through. And so far, I've only gone through and done a tenth of an acre so far. So I mean, not too terrible.
Your percent says 90? Mine says like 71.
Maybe that's engine power. I have no idea.
I don't know. Maybe it is. I'm not sure.
Yeah, over here, you guys over there. I was watching somebody, the other day, scrolling through the interweb there, down on thing of YouTube, and somebody was talking about that, and they were kind of confused about it. We're just gonna have to do a little bit of research on it and see what all that stuff up there means, man, because a lot of guys were pretty confused about it.
All right, Cole, you looking out behind the combine for anything?
Both of them look to be calibrated pretty good. I mean, other than like just stuff coming off the header, I mean, from back of both harvesters, you guys, it seems like they're pretty well dialed in. You guys aren't losing too much grain.
That's good to hear.
So I mean, yeah, it's looking fairly good. Let me just check in this spot right here where we had this hail damage at and all this stuff. I see maybe
we're really knocking this field out.
See maybe 3 or 4 kernels. That's about it. Like every 20 feet. I want to say. I could be wrong. Maybe a little bit further than that, but not too bad, you guys. Not too bad.
That's not bad at all.
But then again, that could just be coming off the header too, because this corn does look pretty dry.
Yeah, it's definitely a little dry. Dude, I'm already at 34%.
Oh, yeah. Seems like you guys getting pretty good yield off this, though. I mean,
yeah, not bad.
Oh, never mind. It looks like we were wrong. Maybe. I mean, it's looking a little dry. I mean, the ideal moisture is what, anywhere between 15% and 17 or something like that?
Yeah, about that.
I think actually we're gonna have to go ahead and we're gonna have to get the extension on this. I mean, so far the field's all done. I think it was 40% is what I had total in the grain tank. I got average about 7.3 tons an acre, and we worked 0.3 hectares, which would be around I think multiply that by I think it's 2.14 or something like pi. I don't remember, but I think we got just under an acre of land right there that we just worked, so it's not too terrible.
Well, for about under an acre of land, we got about 10,815 liters here in the grain cart.
It's not bad.
You boys just keep on cooking away. Hey, if you're missing corn there on the headland, bud.
Deer have to eat something.
No, they'll get plenty coming out of the fields, man.
I said there wasn't much on the ground.
No, it's wildlife. They'll find anything to eat. It's good deer hunting weather, boys. 64 degrees, October. You guys are cutting into some deer hunting weather here. And there's a little overcast, but I wouldn't say it's too cloudy. Definitely a little overcast, though.
well, we got the fields all done. Corn's all completed for the year. And we got a total of, I think, just a little over a full grain cart. And I got a little bit left here in the combine that we're going to take over to Cole. Hopefully get that unloaded. A little bit of a predicament here. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get by this bush. So we'll just kind of sneak around here by the side and try to drive in the field just a little bit. Not too bad though. I think what I am going to do is we're just going to unload or take off the corn header up here on the side of the hill. Then we're going to go over here and hopefully be able to make enough room so I can kind of unload the rest of the corn off into the gravity wagon right there. All right, well, cool. I'm going ahead. We're going to unload the last little bit here. I got 6,000 liters roughly. Hopefully we can get all this unloaded. Be everything left on the combine. I took my header off so I can actually like get over here and unload. And then I think next year before we go through and do corn harvest again, and before we do anything, especially with that 12-row corn, we need to get the extension pipe on this combine.
Oh yeah, for sure. Because you were like right underneath the grain cart when I was trying to unload over
I was looking over there on the side. I was like, oh man, this is close. This is real close.
What do you guys plan on doing for the rest of the day?
Well, we got this little alfalfa field over here. I might cut into that. The rest of our wheat bales are all done, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, well then, I'll probably just cut a little bit of alfalfa. Work on that.
Alright. I might go do some tillage on that corn. Actually, no, I can't yet. We still gotta pick up that straw.
I was saying, if you want to bale the straw, if you get a hold of somebody, if we can try out that new fancy stuff that just came out, I can go up there with the 8000 series and pick it all up, and I can go and get some tillage done right behind you. We can just go and lay the, they call it what, anhydrous or whatever down?
Yeah, I've heard about that. Could do some of that, yet though, I might put some nitrogen in the ground on this wheat field. I might spray some on.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, because that was the last field that I'd done the other day. Was after you got done seeding it, I went ahead and limed it. So I'll see what it costs to see if we can't just, demo that thing for the day or whatever. And we still got to get that corn straw baled up too, don't we?
Yeah, so we're gonna have to do that before we go over with that.
Sounds good. I guess I'll go and jump into the baler and first I'm gonna grab the 𝗙𝗵𝗵𝗏 rake over there and get that done and everything and get all that in the proper lines where I'm not trying to find all them lines with how small they are.
All right, well, since we got a little bit of alfalfa left that we got to kind of get cut down over here, we got AF over there in the field off to my left. He's going through, get some spraying done. Looks like he's putting down either some fertilizer, maybe some herbicide, maybe getting rid of those early stages of weeds that are going to be coming in. And, ooh, hold on now. A silage box in the field. We got to move that out of the way. Let's see here. Let's unhook from this gravity wagon. This should be all the way unloaded. We'll kind of just take the International over here and kind of hook up to this and get it out of the way, because it looks like the wheel's broken on it, so we ain't going to be able to do too much with it. Hopefully we don't bring anything anymore on it here that we got to do, so hopefully it works out. All right, there we go. We'll just kind of leave that right there out of the way, put the tractor right there, and we'll go ahead and get ourselves back in the 8950 and get ready to go cut some alfalfa down. We are cooking with this cutter here. We are basically almost done doing one headland pass on here, or one entire end row on this entire alfalfa field, and we're going about like 13, 14 mile an hour all the way around, so not too terrible. All we gotta do is just make sure we don't cut in too much grass in here. We don't want to do what Poppins did and accidentally mix up a lot of the grass and the alfalfa together and get mixed bales. We don't really need nothing like that. We just want to make sure we get 100% alfalfa bales, because the cows are going to love these ones. Really helps their health go up, and also we're going to need not grass alfalfa mixed bales for when it comes for time for us to make TMR, because we'll just have hay bales for TMR, and then we'll have our alfalfa bales as well. We do need to kind of get more straw bales out. We might see if we have to buy some, or maybe we probably use some corn stalk bales, and those might work as well for TMR. All right, now that we got all the alfalfa all cut, Cole's going to come in behind me, and he's going to go through and bale it up. He got done doing the corn stalk bales over there. We came to the conclusion that corn stalk bales exactly aren't the greatest thing. We're only getting a couple of them out of each field, so I think we got like 4 or 5 out of the one field, so it's not really worth it. The straws, or the drops, I guess, the swath, or whatever you want to call it, was not exactly, so we were able to get actually good bales out of it, so we're going to go ahead and just drop that idea. We got a little bit of bales out of it, so we're going to keep using that, but he's going to end up coming over here. He's going to start baling up this alfalfa, because, I mean, we use alfalfa bales every day, so we might as well just get a nice stock of them. Maybe we'll be able to sell our bulk of them later on, but hopefully we can keep on going with this. Just going to keep making passes here. And then I think what we're going to do is going to try to seed in some more wheat, because I still think we're able to plant some more wheat. It's still October. I think September to October is our times where we can plant wheat. It is ready in like July, so it gives it like 9 months or so, or whatever I think the math adds up to. Hey, if you got your ears on?
Yep.
How long is it? What is the planting time for wheat? We're able to get wheat planted in these fields, right?
Yeah, that's what I plan on doing here next, after I get this bale taken.
Okay. Do you want to go, like, are you wanting to try to think of a better way to go through and get some fields going on? Because, I mean, I'm not against our little 4-field split over here, but I am not going to lie, having, I guess, these small fields. And, I mean, if we're trying to get more cornstalk bales, more bedding for the cows, I think we need to kind of have bigger fields in order to do that.
All right, yeah, I've got an idea.
Well,
I think we want to keep that alfalfa, but actually, I don't know about the alfalfa. We have more alfalfa bales than what we actually need.
I mean, we could always sell the alfalfa bales. That's what I was thinking. We could always just go through, sell them, make a little bit of money on the side off of it. I mean, we aren't going to use all these alfalfa bales, but we are going to need a lot of straw bales. So, I mean, I think what we should do is kind of try to think of a way, maybe find a field that we can either sell, get rid of, or change over and put it in as wheat. Because if you think about it, we really don't need soybeans. The only things that we really need is corn, alfalfa, and wheat. Soybeans, not really. I mean, we do get a decent amount of money on it, but I mean, I think what we should do is just sell what we got, because we aren't going to really need soybeans. We were trying to raise some cattle here, so we're working with a lot of stuff. Well, we're going to go ahead and let Cole kind of finish off getting bales put up in here. We're going to go take the windrower back and put it away in the shed. We're going to go ahead and talk with AF and see what we got to do for putting on more wheat. If we need more wheat in fields and stuff like that, hopefully we can kind of figure out what we want to do for planting wise. But I think we're going to have to really reconsider what we're trying to do for next year. I mean, the new precision farming definitely is going to allow us to get a better yield on everything, but I think we are doing some of the wrong crops that we need in order to make money here on the farm.
Hey, boys, you guys got your handhelds on you?
Yep.
Yep.
Hey, I'm about done with this alfalfa field here. I'd say, honestly, boys, it was about pointless to even do this. I got maybe 3 bales out of this little field, and didn't we get more than this the first time?
I think we got six the first time, but this was this wasn't fully grown alfalfa. It was right before it started getting buds on it, so it was just to cut it down right before the end of the year. I mean, it's literally like the last month in order to be able to do alfalfa or any grass by that means anyway, so we were just trying to get it out anyway.
Yeah, I mean, we got an extra 3 bales.
And this field next year probably won't be alfalfa, so it's at least good to get one more cutting off.
Yeah, I'd say we just...
What do you think about planting
maybe,
here?
like, put it into something else.
Grass?
We could put some, like, corn in here for more silage.
In this little field, I think what we need to do is completely reconsider what we got for our field setup, because we got, like, 4 little tiny tracks over here. We got this tiny little thing. Like, I mean, we got bigger fields over here that I wouldn't mind having corn in. I mean, I know we just put wheat over here in this field, but I mean, we got that field over there. We got the field way in the back. We put corn in those, and we could plant more wheat up here, or get at least something where we get more straw bales out of.
Well, I mean, okay, so what we could always do is follow me real quick, boys. I do got an idea. My gears are turning. So why don't we just, you guys are talking about, wanting to put fields together and all that stuff. So where this little grassway is right here, we plow all this in with this corn right here. And as you go across this way, there's another little grassway right there that divides this field from the other one that you guys harvested earlier. And we just till all this together, and then we till the whole bottom part together. So that eliminates, instead of having 5 fields in this one area, we only have 2 fields in this one area right here. I mean, it gives us,
we could do that.
I mean, and get as close as we can to the tree line without hitting them.
I don't think we need to go closer to the tree line. I think the gap between the field and the trees is perfectly fine. I don't want to have to risk it for the biscuit.
I mean, like, right here, just come
like right
here. Just come off about as far as I am right here, and just come around up this little concave right here. Just go up, and then we just plow all this in together and just make this one big field.
Maybe we try to do that.
Yeah, be a little, like,
it'd be a little hilly,
right
but
here.
I mean, it'd be all right. It'd be all right. We can easily make that work.
Maybe we can completely steer away. So like I was saying, if we completely steer away from like doing soybeans, because right now, like, I get the only thing that we're doing for soybeans for is doing it for the money. But realistically, when it comes down to like running the farm, getting the cattle fed and all that stuff, I mean, that's our purpose anyway, is to try to get our cattle good enough to get sold. And right now, soybeans is probably the thing standing in the way from us getting actually more straw bales and actually helping the cattle out. So I think what we need to do is seriously kind of reconsider that.
No, I agree. I agree. I mean, when I first came up here, I drove up here and all that, I was wondering why there were soybeans in the fields, and I was like, well, we're working on a cattle farm. Why do we need soybeans? I mean, granted, Yeah, this year it'll come in handy, to help us pay back some of that debt and all that stuff. But I don't think we need to do soybeans anymore, fellas. It's about, like he said, it's about pointless.
I feel like if you do soybeans, you need to do a lot of them.
Well, that's if you want to completely change the farm over. I mean, we're doing cattle. If you want to go back, if you want to go do row crop, then that's fine. We can do a lot of soybeans. I don't care. But if we're doing cattle, we got to get rid of the soybeans, add in more wheat or rye or something that gives us a straw bale.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, we can even do barley. You can get straw off of barley as well too. So
I wouldn't mind doing barley. Barley actually pays pretty good.
We can make our own. We can make our own whiskey. What? I mean, it's just a thought. I mean,
you want to start? Really wanted to. I mean, we are in Missouri. We could do some moonshine. You never know.
I mean, yeah. I mean, we got a nice little dugout back there where Grandpa decided to plant a little alfalfa patch. For deer hunting. I mean, we could throw a still back there in the woods and just call it a good day and just become like moonshine runners and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, we get arrested and it'd be bad.
Yeah, it would be bad. I say we just stick to. I mean, we can still do barley, but I just say we stick to what we're doing. Besides the soybeans.
Yeah, that works for me. Does that work for you, Ev?
Yep, that's good.
I mean, are we wanting... I know that I called the dealership earlier, and they don't have any of the anhydrous rigs in yet. So are you just wanting to leave this for now, or do you just want to go and get it tilled under, and we just spray some fertilizer on it and all that stuff, and just get these fields ready to go for next year?
I think we should wait until the anhydrous gets in.
Alrighty, I know they said it'd probably be a couple of days before they get it, so.
That's fine. We still have, so the ground probably won't fully freeze till the end of November, so we'll probably have enough time to be able to get through, and make sure you get the cultivator toolbar for the anhydrous. Don't get the side dresser, because the side dresser won't till any of this under.
Yeah.
We might have to also side dress some of our corn. That'd be kind of cool to try that.
We could. Anything else to do today, fellas, or is this all that we had planned for? I mean, other than that other soybean field down in the bottom that we can't even get done yet.
I think that's kind of it.
Alrighty, sounds good.
All right, well, that's gonna be all for today. Thanks for watching. Subscribe.